Art is too important not to share. Welcome to the Allie and Callie Artcast.
Hi, I'm Allie.
And I'm Callie. Welcome to the Artcast.
Yes, welcome. We've got a little break in the weather. It's going to be a little cooler. I'm so excited.
Me too. It's been a crazy summer so far.
It has been.
I know, but my son got married.
Yes, he did.
I was gorgeous.
Yes, of course you were. In hot pink.
Hot fuchsia. Everyone saw me from miles and miles and miles. It was fun, and we're looking forward to Maddie and Clay's wedding next.
Yes.
So whenever that should be. So
Yay.
I'm very happy.
Yay.
And Stu's back at work a little bit, so we're happy he's working. On the road. And what's new with you, Miss Allie?
Well, my son just turned 39.
What?
Yeah.
You cannot have a 39-year-old.
I know. I was 3 when he was born.
You were child mama.
I'm still kind of reeling from that.
It's hard to believe.
How does that? And
Numbers
he's got
are
3
weird.
kids.
I know that.
He's so busy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, happy birthday, Byron.
I know. Happy birthday, Byron.
Yes.
And my sister turns 59.
59. Stu just turned 59 this year, so it's a good year.
It's a good year.
I don't remember it, but I'm sure it was good. I really don't remember those years. I'm retired now.
Yes, you are.
So I'm enjoying retirement.
You've joined the retirement ranks.
I should be getting my first check soon.
The pajama class.
I like that. That sounds like a show.
Yeah.
The pajama class.
We could start a show.
We should.
Yeah, Allie and Callie after hours in our pajamas.
In our pajamas. I love it. Oh my God, we're doing it.
Okay.
That'll be the video podcast in our pajamas.
Anyway.
I want to say that it's Art Walk tonight.
It is.
So get out. If you don't have tickets to something else.
Right. And there are lots of things going on. In particular, Coeur d'Alene Summer Theater is doing a show
called She Loves Me, which is dear to my heart. I did the show many, many moons ago. In fact, I think I was pregnant with Maddie. I want to say it was Maddie, so that was 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm. I love how you measure the world with either your ex-husband or your children.
It's the only way I remember anything. But it's a beautiful show, and our dear friend Amy DeRozzi is one of the leads in this show with Coeur d'Alene Summer Theater. We'd like to welcome our guest, Amy DeRozzi.
Amy DeRozzi,
yay! Hi, ladies. Thank you so much for having me on your podcast today. I am so excited. I love you both so much, and I'm excited to be here.
We've been wanting to have you on the show for a long time, and I'm glad we finally snagged you, and it's perfect timing with the opening of this show.
That it is.
Yes. And I also want to remind everyone that she's one of the Mayor's Awards in Excellence.
Yes, she is.
I can't remember what year, but, that's
not
be 2 years in
October.
years ago.
Yeah,
that's right.
So, I mean, she's been around doing theater. Let's have a little bit of your background, Amy.
Yes.
Well, I started really early as a little girl doing theater, and I just loved performing. I performed in Sandpoint at the Canada Theater all growing up.
Oh.
And it was just one of the things that brought me a lot of joy as a child and all the way through my youth. And then I took quite a long break from theater. And one day I woke up and realized I really missed it. And so I was lucky enough to step back into the local theater in Coeur d'Alene at Aspire and kind of worked my way back into who I was when I was younger, loving performing, loving to be on stage. And that's how I met Callie, one of my dearest friends on this planet. And we ended up being able to do a lot of shows together.
What was the show that you did that you met?
Our first show.
She was my lesbian lover.
Falsettos, baby.
Yes. We had so much fun. It was a beautiful show. Brandon Michael, a shout out to Brandon Michael.
Hi, Brandon.
We love him so much. And we just had a blast.
We had a blast. And through Callie, I met Stu, and who has just been a dear friend and mentor to me throughout the last, 6 7 years.
Yeah.
And we've just had the privilege of getting to know each other and love each other and work together in Coeur d'Alene. So since then, I've participated in a lot of CST shows and really had a wonderful time. Some of my favorites were Oklahoma, which Stu directed, and I got to play Laurie in that.
Yes, that was the one with the revolving stage.
So
that was so cool.
So magical. And recently, Kelly and I got to do Sunday in the Park with George.
Yes.
With Aspire Theater,
That was
which
beautiful.
was another one of those.
And you did Mamma Mia together,
Yes.
which I loved.
Yeah.
That
We did
was
it
so
twice
fun.
together.
Dynamos for life.
Dynamos forever.
Forever.
Yes.
So I've been really honored, and it's been such a privilege to be a part of the arts community in Coeur d'Alene, sharing who we are through our love of art and music, and then creating such beautiful friendships through that has been one of my greatest gifts. Living in a small community and making those connections, and then watching it grow as you stay here for a long period of time and really grow into who you are in a community. It is so fun to watch it grow and thrive and change and shift, but still maintain these beautiful friendships and connections. And that's really, to me, what art is all about. It is about creating something beautiful with people who love it as much as you.
Yeah.
What a
Absolutely.
gift.
Yeah.
Right.
Truly.
Exactly. I love that.
So tell us a little bit about She Loves Me.
Yes.
She Loves Me. It might be the perfect musical.
Really?
Yes, it really might be. The book is just filled with humor and these moments of pure joy. I feel like for an audience member, we love it so much performing it. There's no way they're not going to just get absorbed in the magic of this story. It's very sweet and endearing. It takes you all the way back to early 1930s, set in Budapest, and it's that old world charm, really. So you have the story of George and Amalia, who work together in a perfumery, and if you've seen You've Got Mail, it's kind of that similar love story that you meet each other not knowing that you actually are in correspondence. But this was before cell phones, of course, and computers. So these are handwritten love letters.
I love that.
So darling. So in the midst of that story that is unfolding, you have the clerks and those of us that work in the shop. So I am playing Alona, and she is fun and quirky and a little wild for her time. Unmarried and trying to navigate that world of being a working woman while also really just wanting to be married and settle down and be able to step out of that some. So her character is very, very...
She has some great songs, too.
Great.
Cool.
Yeah.
The music in this show is
beautiful.
great. And fun. Kelly and I have both played Amalia before.
Yes.
And it is just a beautiful role. And
it really
wait
is.
until you come and see Chloe.
Yeah.
She is such a stunning Amalia, and I've loved working with her and getting to know her. So it is fun as you mature through your career, getting to play different roles in the same show.
Oh, right.
There's so much appreciation for the role you've already done, and then you get to kind of shift into, I don't know, Alona is just this like meaty, juicy, fun.
She's a great character.
Amazingly written character that just gives the show this little extra oomph. So I'm really trying to bring that to her and this really playful side of what it might have been like back then, to have that kind of a personality, which is just a little more carefree, a little more fun.
So what was the time period?
1930s.
1930s. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
And then who plays the male character?
Jesse
Hempsch.
Yes.
Okay.
And Jesse's wonderful. We have also
worked
all
with
collaborated many times before as an actor and as a musical director. He is brilliant in both of those arenas. But so his character is George, and he's bringing so much charm and wit and beautiful vocals, and it's just so much fun to be on stage with him and to watch him work.
Yeah, that's great.
Him and Chloe are a lovely match together.
Good.
And I think the audience is just going to fall in love with the charm of the show.
It's a romantic musical.
Yes.
And it's written by Sheldon Harnick and Jerry Bach.
Yes.
And they also wrote Fiddler on the Roof.
Oh, okay.
So it's a really, I mean, they're really two of the finest musical theater composer and writers that have ever done musicals.
Agreed.
And so if you've never seen She Loves Me, you should check it out.
Right.
It's an amazing production with beautiful music, a great story, which I've been in musicals all my life, and to be a part of a show that has a great story with the music, great meat to act in and to sing on top of is a real treat.
Yeah.
Because not all musicals have that.
Right.
I mean, a lot of time it's a
just
little
the music and dancing
and a little fluff.
What was that story again?
Yeah, was there a story?
Yeah.
I mean, so this is a really charming. You're right. Very
That's cool.
sweet show.
So it opens tonight.
Yes.
And then it runs through the weekend. And what are the dates?
So we run through this weekend through Sunday, and then we have a couple days off, and then we're right back at it on Thursday night, Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday are both matinees.
Okay.
So those shows, it's nice to have matinees on the weekends.
Right.
Yeah, so
For those of us that go to bed early.
yeah, jammy time.
Jammy time for our late night podcast.
That's right.
Exactly, right? So, it's a quick little run, so definitely don't miss this one.
Right.
For those of you out there that are just in need of a little bit of romantic comedy, take you back in time to those soft moments in life before we were inundated with technology, and the way we communicated was through screens. Back to those days when it was like you had to talk face to face, or you had to write something,
letters.
with a pen and paper. And you had to anxiously await the next time you physically saw someone.
Right.
I mean, I don't know about you, but I miss those times.
Oh, absolutely.
When the phone would ring, it wasn't in your pocket. You had to come and go and wait for correspondence, or waiting at the mailbox.
At the mailbox.
For a letter.
Like anything.
Do you know, when I was in my 20s, I lived in this little house by myself, and my mailman, he loved me because I would run out and wait by my mailbox for him for mail. Because it was that important, especially when I was living by myself.
It really is. And it really was. I traveled a lot when I was younger, and I actually lived abroad away from my family for 2 of the years that I was under 18. And we still didn't have even email at that time. So waiting for those letters. When they would,
big deal.
It's a big deal. And I still have all the letters that my dad wrote me and my siblings wrote me, because that was how we stayed in connection. So even in 20 years, things have changed so much.
Absolutely.
So this show, I really do think it is just going to give people a moment to take a deep breath and just sit in the loveliness of the way that it's written, the lyrics, the words, the comedy, and the romance. And there's also some other real life moments that happen in this show. It's just that it doesn't go to those very, very dark places. It gets you right back up in it. And Act 2, you've been in enough musicals. Act 2s can drag. And this show doesn't do that. Act 2 is just this playful realization of all this magic that starts to come together for these characters, and it is so fun to watch.
The waiter. And that's Sergey.
It's Sergio and Callie. He is bringing so much joy and fun to that role.
Awesome. Sergio was my partner in Mamma Mia when I did it with CST. And he is a kick in the pants.
Yes, he is.
He's adorable. And he plays the waiter, and there's a huge scene in the restaurant with the tango, and just, it's
and
very
they are
funny.
bringing it to life in such an amazing way.
And I do want to mention that Gary John LaRosa is the director, and he directed Fiddler on the Roof last year. A wonderful director. I worked with him the first time they did Fiddler a bazillion years ago at CST. And then we have Scott Michelson as the musical director, who's also fabulous.
And Tamara Shootman has jumped back into this one, and
I love her.
It is so fun to work with her. And this is what I think another thing the audience is really going to feel is, I believe this to be true, when a cast is just so loving towards each other and there's so much kindness happening behind the scenes.
It shows.
It shows, and you can feel it. It's like a warm blanket. Every day we go to rehearsal, there's so much support and kindness, and we are a smaller cast, which is nice.
Yes.
But it is just a lovely space to be in. Gary John has been so thoughtful with the process.
That's great.
And I can tell he really loves this show. He's directed Fiddler
many times.
Many times, and hasn't been able to do this show. But he is pouring so much love and effort and thought into every little nook
detail
and cranny.
Yeah.
And as an actor, I appreciate that so very much, because I can bring what I can to the table, and then he can elevate that, and then I can bring a little more and he can elevate that, and it's just we're just fine-tuning all of these these amazing parts and pieces, and I really think the audience is just going to feel that, and we're excited.
Yay.
We're excited for you all to come.
Yay. For all your screen printing needs, trust the local you can count on. Pyramid Printing has been a Coeur d'Alene favorite for over 2 decades.
Specializing in screen printing, embroidery, signs, banners, and stickers. For all jobs, big and small, just give Eric a call.
Email us at info@pyramidprintingcda.com or give us a call at 208-664-0254.
pyramidprintingcda.com.
Ever feel like work and life are pulling you in opposite directions?
You are not alone. That's why we created Thrive, Learn, Connect, a podcast where personal growth meets professional success.
Each week, we share real conversations, insights, and actionable takeaways to help you navigate life and work with more ease, joy, and purpose.
Whether it's managing stress, building better relationships, or finding balance, we are here to help you thrive.
Listen to Thrive, Learn, Connect wherever you get your podcasts, because growth starts with connection.
So, Amy, in addition to acting, I know I've had the privilege of reading some of your works that you've written. Tell us a little bit about that process.
I have always loved writing and really just creating in general. I mean, my dad always used to say, you were born with a paintbrush in your hand. And he always said that. So my dad was very creative also, and I think that was just kind of something we had in common, but he pushed me a lot and channeled a lot of what he maybe had wanted for himself through me. So I tapped into a lot of things early on. Art was one of them. And then I loved to write, and mostly I started just writing stories and different things, and loved to write essays and that. And then as I got a little bit older, and the last couple of years just have gone through a lot of life things, a lot of life changes, beautiful, hard, and everything in between. And I just had this new, I mean, I don't really know how to explain it, just this writing that it just kind of comes through me. Half the time I don't even know where it comes from. It just comes. And so it's been a really fun process for me to start putting my words back onto paper. Again, I feel like I left that for a little while. So it's fun to grow through your life and have experiences and then be able to express it. So I think art for me is really just such a beautiful way of self-expression that when I don't know how to get the words out spoken, I can write them, I can sing them, I can paint them, whatever that looks like. But for me, creativity is a great way to express that. So yeah, I have written quite a lot in the last couple of years, and really it's just the way I feel coming out on paper. So
And one of these days, we're going to get it into a book.
yes, we are. Yes, we
Need
are.
it in a book.
Some kind of coffee table, something or other, but it'll just be the words from my heart.
That's a great title.
Yeah.
That is a
There we
great title.
go.
I'm only good at titles.
I love you, Callie.
Words from my heart.
Words
I'm
from
gonna
my
write that
heart.
in.
I love that.
Words from my
And
heart.
if they mean anything to anyone else, like, that would be amazing. That's the beautiful part of art, is when you express yourself, you don't really know what is going to touch someone else or what's going to matter to them. And what always surprises me in the most beautiful way is when someone comes up and says that what you did mattered, or how you expressed yourself mattered.
Right.
It's true. So true.
Yeah. And then I
Yeah.
just found out today that you're also a painter.
I am a painter.
She used to be in galleries and
Wow.
things. Yes.
I did. When I first, a lot of it is self-taught, but I have been doing art ever since I was really young. Again, another thing my dad really pushed me into, but I'm glad that he did. And then in my early 20s, I really tapped back into oil painting, and I love gardening and I love flowers so much, a lot like Callie.
Yes.
And so I really wanted to paint big floral
I'll show you
oil
some.
paintings.
Okay.
And I did a lot of that when my son was really little because he would sleep and I felt like I had a little more time. And then again, took a break just because it's hard when you're doing life and there's baseball and school and all the things a mom has to do. So really trying to tap back into that again. But I do love to just get lost in a big, huge painting and all the swirling colors. I love color, so I love orange and red and hot pink and
purple
and just those big, bright expressions of life, because life can be hard. Life throws so much at you you never expect.
Right.
So true. So true.
I mean,
That's an understatement.
that's an understatement in every form. And so finding ways to keep it bright, to tap into something that can take you out of that space for a little while or give you hope in different ways. And the other thing is, you never know what's going to lead you to the next amazing chapter of
That's
your
right.
life. You never know what that is.
I know. That's
so
what
being grateful for the hard.
Exactly.
I know it doesn't feel good when you're in it, but the minute you get out of that and life reopens for you, it's like a flower. I mean, that's probably why I'm so attracted to flowers, because it's like this tight little bud just waiting for life to say, okay, now go.
Right.
And there you are, blossoming in all these ways. So life is just
I always go back to COVID, how it was such a horrible time for performers who couldn't perform. And for us who were like, what do we do? And that's when I got back into painting. It saved me. It
Callie
saved
was so inspiring during that time.
I was like,
because she
I was
out in that studio
every day,
day.
going, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. It saved me from losing my mind. I get so emotional with like the world of how heavy it is that I could escape and say, we're going to be okay and we're going to get through this. And we did. I think it changed a lot of people on how they look at life. It was a great time for self-reflection.
Yes, it was.
And I think that's what art can do for people.
I agree.
So
I agree. Art is important.
more than you know.
Important.
Yeah.
This is your more than you know moment.
Greetings, listeners of the Allie and Callie Artcast podcasts. This is Jason from Tubbs Coffee Roasters. Keeping art alive and culture relevant is the heart and soul of our community of creatives. And as a local coffee roaster who loves a good origin story of a painter or a farmer or a musician, we proudly support the Allie and Callie's Artcast podcast's expansion and exploration through positive conversation. So grab a cup of coffee, preferably one from Tubbs Coffee Roasters, and tune in, humans. Your ears will thank you.
Add a little flair to your special events with Scraps Barbecue, a great catering choice for your next gathering. Specializing in golf tournaments, sporting events, weddings, and other family friend gatherings, their commercial kitchen can be on site, or you can choose to have a fully catered meal delivered right to you. Known for their authentic Santa Maria style tri-tip and tequila lime fish tacos, they can customize the menu to meet your needs for groups of 20 to 2,500. Contact Kevin at kevin@scrapsbarbecue.com or check them out on Facebook. Well, let's get back to the show that's starting tonight. How can people get tickets?
It's cstidaho.com. I looked it up because I couldn't remember.
Good job.
But you can get tickets there. You don't want to miss out on Miss Amy.
I know.
Or
Amy's
any of
awesome.
the fabulous cast members. This is a beautiful show. You won't regret it. And it sounds like there's lots of matinees for those people who can't stay up past 9.
Yep. Both Sundays are matinees.
Saturday and Sundays.
Saturdays and Sundays are matinees at 2.
No Saturday night shows?
No Saturday night shows.
Wow.
I know. No
That's
more
new.
doubles, Callie.
What?
I know. We used to have to do double shows on Saturdays.
Wow.
It's nice to just have
great.
the 2:00 show and great for people who don't want to be out late.
Mm-hmm.
This show moves along. So it's not one of those you're going to feel glued to your seat for hours.
Yeah.
It really, we've found a way to just move right through it. And like I said, it's going to keep you laughing and lighthearted. Don't miss this one. The costumes.
Oh, who's doing the costume? Erin McSwain.
Yes, she is
fabulous. Absolutely the best costumer I think I've worked with since I did She Loves Me. Back in the day in Oregon, I worked with a lady who did costumes for me when I did Gigi and when I did She Loves Me. Erin is unbelievable. She did our costumes for Sunday in the Park with George.
Oh, cool.
And
Those were great costumes.
She is just...
I have never cried trying on costumes
I know.
in the best way possible.
I know.
And I did in Sunday in the Park. They were the most beautiful.
Gorgeous. And I've seen touches of them in other shows.
Yes.
Going, I wore that.
Yes.
Oh my God, that's mine. She has a great sense of detail. Don't miss out on that.
No,
That's
those are going to be beautiful.
And let's mention too that the shows are at North Idaho College in Schuler Auditorium.
That's
Yes,
right.
they are.
And there's plenty of parking. Is there a choreographer? Or is he?
Gary John is...
He's doing all.
He's doing it all.
So it's a one-man show.
It's a one-man show.
That's great.
Yes.
And there's so many great songs. 12 Days of Christmas.
It never stops. The fun never stops.
Fun never
How about
stops.
that?
How about that?
That sounds great.
I love it.
Well, I love that you brought up the concept of You've Got Mail is based on that book, because now I have a picture in my head of kind of the story.
Yes.
I love the fact that it's going to be a different take on the story, that it's from the 30s, that there's no technology, it's handwritten notes. I just think that's
And it came
cool.
from a French play called Parfumerie, is what I remember.
Oh, okay.
And so it all started from that,
Yes.
which was even before the 1930s. I think She Loves Me was on Broadway in 1963.
Oh, okay.
The year I was born.
The year you were born.
And I think it was Barbara Cook who played Amalia, and she was lovely.
Yes.
And anyone who's a soprano out there, they have sung Vanilla Ice Cream.
Oh,
And
cool.
anyone who auditions have sung Vanilla Ice Cream. It's a
Yes.
great song.
How does it go?
Ice cream. Vanilla ice cream. He brought me ice cream. Imagine that.
I love that.
And for the first time, he was. Oh, it goes on and on and
Right.
on. But it has a big high C at the end, or high E. I think. I think it's a high E.
Yes.
Anyway, it's very high and it's lovely. It's
It'll
just-
knock you right out of your seat.
Yeah,
It's
you'll be
so
like,
beautiful. It really, the moments in this show will capture your heart.
And they're sweet. Kadai, his girl.
Oh gosh, and Arpad.
Arpad, that's what I was trying to think of his name. The little boy on the bike. And
He's wonderful. We've brought in some new actors this year that are from all over the United States, and we are so blessed. The talent level for this show is very high.
Good.
And lovely humans and very talented. What a perfect package.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Yes.
perfect package for the perfumery.
I love it.
How about that?
That's a lot of peas.
That is a lot of peas. And she loves me at Coeur d'Alene Summer Theater.
That's right. And don't miss Amy DeRozzi.
Don't
because
miss Amy
she's
DeRozzi
amazing.
because she's lovely.
Thank you, ladies, so much for
Thank
having
you
me.
so
I am
much.
honored to
Oh,
be here.
well, we
we
adore
are.
you, and the audiences love Amy.
Yes.
So if you haven't seen Amy perform, please go check her out as Alona.
Alone.
Yes.
Yep.
Well,
I'm Allie.
and I'm Callie, and whatever you do today, make sure it's creative.
The Allie and Callie Artcast is brought to you by Tubbs Coffee Roasters, ethically sourced, locally roasted coffee, and Pyramid Printing and Embroidery, serving customers near and far for over 2 decades.